Hey guys, you're welcome to another thrilling episode of the Squash You Mabel. Hope you are doing good. The weather. Unfortunately, winter is coming. If you are like me, that has not been anticipating it and do not know how I am going to survive the next couple of months, join me too. Okay, so before I start today's episode, I wanted us to talk a bit, even if it's going to be me talking to me. But how are you? How have you been? Let me now just see what's up with me. Not just yeah. So I've been in my head past couple of days. I was on the phone with a friend of mine, and we're talking because we haven't spoken in a bit. So we're talking and catching up and all of that. And she was telling me some things that has happened over the months. And I'm like, so you mean to tell me 1 year has gone? Like, how did I move from 2023 to 2025? Like, it has just been one beam over the other. And I'm like, a lot has happened. Like, so much has happened that I didn't have the what's the word? There was no moment to catch your breath and like let it sink in. Oh, this is what has happened. Oh, this is where I'm coming from. Oh, this is the next step. Oh, this is that. There was nothing, nada. It's just adulthood is boom. You have not finished another one, boom again. And I'm like, this time last year, I was prepping to go to Nigeria. I was like, it's my vacation. Nothing is entering my brain again. I want to go home. I need to go home. And I'm like, so you mean to tell me a year has gone by already? And this is October. How did I January, February, March? How did I survive those months? So you mean to tell me that I scaled through? I know it's not just me that life has just been very roller coastering. Yeah, it's been a ride. It's been a ride. And I'm grateful for it all. That's the thing. With everything that's happened, there's God, thank you. And then we just, move past it. But like sitting down to you 2023 to early 2024, how did I survive that? Because 2023 I lost my uncle, so it was a really depressing time for me up until the middle of 2024 to like May. So I'm like, how did I survive those months? And then from May, what happened? How did the year end? Like, I remember Christmas and New Year, but like from April to December, what happened? That's 2024. Now 2025, I don't even know how I made it or how I have made it till October. And no matter the beam, I'm just thankful. I'm thankful to God for everything because I don't know how I have scaled through. I don't know how I have scaled through. I'm just thankful. Yeah. So enough about me. Enough about me. I think I look pretty on this side. Ew. Yeah, because of the way I like styled my hair. I look. Oh my God! Stop it! I know you're thinking the same thing. Okay. Yeah. You already know what the podcast is about. If you do not know, if you are listening to me for the very first time, thank you so very much for clicking that link. This is a space where we squash everything, the silence, the pretenses, the things that are in your head. It's a space where you don't get to feel alone. Just let it out. No matter what you think you're going through, what you feel you're going through, not what you think, what you feel you're going through, there's somebody else going through that same thing or has gone through that same thing. So the platform is this is a space where we share those stories to make each other feel less alone because it can feel really, really lonely. So yes, we talk about the things that are hard to say. We say it here. You can be my guest and we talk about it together. or you can tell me your stories anonymously via the Google form on my Instagram, the Scotch Podcast. So, yes, let us not take any more time. I know you want to know what we have this week, so do I. Whew, okay, my name is Chidi. I grew up in a small town in West Africa, the kind of place where life moves with rhythm. Women selling tomatoes and pepper in the market. Did I just say tomatoes? Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, women selling tomatoes and pepper in the market. Children chasing tires down the dusty roads. In a place like that, everyone knows everyone. And yet, even in all that closeness, silence can hide the deepest wounds. Okay. In our culture, family is sacred. We are taught from childhood respect your elders. Family is everything. Do not bring shame to your people. Those words are supposed to guide us, but for me, they became chains that locked my voice away. I was 8 when it began. My parents were working, very hardworking. My father traveled often for business. My mother sold fabric in the market, so I was often left in the care of others. One of them was my auntie. Not by blood, but in Africa, every older woman who is close to the family is called auntie. She wore bright wrappers, gold earrings, and everyone said she had a generous laugh. But behind closed doors, she became a shadow. She would call me inside while the other children were playing football outside in the sun. She would say, "Come, let me teach you something. Don't tell anyone." Then she would lock the door. The first time, I didn't even understand. All I knew was that my chest tightened, my body froze, and afterward, I felt dirty and afraid. I tried to speak once, timidly, to my mother. I said, "Mama, I don't like staying alone with Auntie." She was rushing to the market, tying her headscarf, and she snapped, "Chidi, don't be rude. She is helping us. Respect your elders." That was the end of it. From that day, I learned that some truths cannot be spoken. It went on for years. Sometimes it was her. Sometimes it was a family friend. A man everyone trusted, who came to our house often. These people smiled in public, carried Bibles to church, led prayers at family gatherings. No one could imagine what they did behind closed doors. At family events, while jollof rice simmered in big pots and high life music played on the radio, I would sit quietly, watching the people who had stolen my childhood laugh and dance as if they were innocent. No one noticed the way I shrank into myself, the way my eyes carried secrets too heavy for a boy. By the time I was a teenager, anger had become my closest companion. I fought in school. Teachers called me stubborn, lazy, lost. They never asked why I carried so much rage. In church, when the pastor said, "God is love," I bowed my head, but inside I felt unworthy, broken, and cursed. In our community, there is a saying: when the house is on fire, you do not tell the neighbors. Family matters must remain inside. That belief kept me silent. I buried my pain under layers of shame, wearing smiles like a mask. But silence has a way of growing. As I became a man, the shadows followed me. In relationships I could not trust. When someone touched me unexpectedly, I flinched. In my sleep, I woke up sweating from nightmares, doors closing, laughter that turned cruel, the smile of her perfume. I tried to tell a friend once in my 20s. He laughed and said, "Ha, men cannot be abused. You are lucky you got experience early." His words cut deeper than a knife. They reminded me of the cruelest part of this silence. When you finally speak, no one believes. So I carried it again into broken relationships, into bottles of alcohol, into long nights staring at the ceiling. Now I'm in my 30s and I am tired of silence, tired of carrying shame that does not belong to me. I want to heal, but I don't know how. Therapy helps, though in my culture, people still say it's for mad people. Prayer helps sometimes, but there are days when I wonder if God hears me at all. This is why I am speaking now. Because somewhere in a compound house in Lagos, or in a village in Ghana, or a township in South Africa, there is a child sitting in silence like I once did, afraid, ashamed, praying someone will notice. And somewhere there are adults like me, walking through life with invincible wounds. I do not know exactly how to move forward. Some days I feel like that little boy again, trapped in a locked room. But other days I feel the strength of a man who has survived storms. And maybe, just maybe, by speaking now, I can turn my pain into something else. A path to healing. A light for someone who is still lost in the dark. This is my story. This is my truth. And today, I refuse to be silent any longer. If you are listening and you have lived this as well, I want you to hear me clearly. It is not your fault. You are not cursed. You are not alone. Again, it is not your fault. And if you haven't been through it, but you're listening and you feel a kind of way, do not silence people that tell you their stories. Believe them, be it your family, be it your friend. No matter how many years it took for them to come out, to own up to it, when they say it, believe them and take action. In Africa, we have a problem when you hear stories like this. And I love the fact that it is coming from a man, because as the writer said, men don't get abused. That is the general belief, or not the general, that is what majority of persons believe, that men don't get abused. If you have the experience early enough, it is good, but it would surprise you to know how many boys were abused by their aunties, their mom's friends, or their house helps, and there is nobody to tell because what's the abuse there? It doesn't make any sense. No be man you be, you even started small self. It's something to brag about, it's something to be proud about. And that mentality is what kills our men today. There is no room to be expressive. You cannot be vulnerable. You're not allowed to feel like a human being. As favorable yes, as it can be to women, what happens to the men? Are they not humans? Are they not subject to emotions? They can't feel insecure, they can't feel molested, they can't feel abused. You feel it's okay to touch somebody. I can touch him a certain way. If it's the other way around and that person touches you like this, oh, he abused me. Oh, you will file for harassment. Oh, you will. It breaks my heart how we have normalized this thinking, this way of thinking. And I thank you for sharing your story. Thank you so very much for finally voicing it out after years. Thank you for doing that. Your feelings are not invalid. You are not dirty. And the painful part is the person that did that will feel no remorse, will still go about their life living like I'm sorry that you had to go through that. Nobody should go through that for any reason. For ladies, for the girls, you would hear somebody opening their mouth. I need to choose my words wisely. You will hear somebody saying, "What did this girl wear? What did she do? What was this? What was that? You were tempting this person. What did you expect? I expect you to be a decent human being." I believe very much in the golden rule: do to others what you would like them to do to you. If I'm doing this thing to this person, will I like if it is done to me? Will I like if it is done to my child? Will I like if it is done to my brother, my sister? How would I feel if this same thing is done to somebody I care about? I be you for body. So did you feel nice? Did you feel good about it? So before you take some actions, be you a woman, be you a man, before you take any action that say shame go catch you. Say this a pigeon. Say shame go catch you if you talk and come outside. Say they feel stone you. So before you do that thing that you can be stoned to death about, think about it. Before you curse, because the thing is, it doesn't just affect the present, it doesn't affect the now, it affects now, it affects the future, it affects how that person will treat everything and everybody else. And as I said it last week, two kind of people emerge from every situation, not even from every home. Okay, it has happened to me, I want to continue in that light. This thing was done to me, it's normal. If it was done by somebody that I respect, so meaning she did it because she loved me, he did it because he loved me, so what? I am going to show love to other people in that very way. And then there are the other people that, what, it has happened to me and I felt dirty, I felt some kind of way, and I never want anybody else to feel like that. But the thing is, we don't know where we fall in. You don't know where this person can fall in. Will this person be strong enough to shoulder it, to be like, okay, yes, this has happened to me. I need to break that circle. I don't want it to affect the way I treat anybody else. And you don't know if the person is going to do that. You don't know if the thing is going to mess with this person's head now and in the long run. You have no idea what your actions can lead to. So do not do it, I beg of you. Now, so the people that they will tell, and you will open your mouth and say, what did you wear or what did you do? Are you okay? uh, do you know the strength? Do you know the strength it takes to be able to say that thing out? To this thing has happened to me. It is not normal, or I don't understand it. So let me trust somebody enough and tell them what happened. Especially if, okay, it's a child telling a parent or telling an older sibling or even telling a friend, protect me from this, or this is breaking me, help me. And instead of you to be a shield, you are dismissing their feelings, or you're making them feel like the problem. How do you want your thunder? Where do you want it to come from? You want to be boiled, roasted, grilled? Which one exactly do you want? Because make it make sense. I tell you, this person did this to me, and you're like, that's normal. Or it cannot be. You're lying. You're overthinking it. There is no smoke without fire. Yeah, I'm overthinking it. What made me to think it in the first place? Where did I get that information from? And then there are some people that you will tell them, oh, my stepfather or my father is touching me in this way. And your reaction is you want to steal my husband. You want me to put her for your body. You're trying to steal my boyfriend. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Please, think about it. Think about it very well. It is not normal. It takes strength for a person that has been a victim to voice out what happened to them. And when you shut them down or you make them feel worse than they already feel, it does more harm than good. So please don't do it. Because of time, that is all I will say for today. If you have been abused, keep telling your story. And people will say, why do I need to say it? Because there is still somebody out there that is still thinking about it, if it should be said or not. And most times, not most times, what happens is, if you don't say it, it can happen to somebody else. It happened to me, I don't want to say it, but the person is staying in the same house with you. If you don't say it, you have other people in the house, other girls in the house, other boys. It will happen to you, it will happen to them. The circle will keep repeating. If that person leaves your house, it will go somewhere else and they will do the same thing, because it has now, because if you have done it once, there's every tendency that you will do it again. It's not, the devil did not appear from anywhere and enter your body to make you do it. No, that is a lie. You did it. You knew. You're very conscious of your actions. You processed it, you thought about it, you still went to do it. So no, it is not the devil at work. It's you that did own up to that nonsense. Yes. So break the silence. It can help somebody else. It can give somebody the courage that they need. Yes. As the writer said, somebody in Lagos, in Ghana, in South Africa, in the US, in the UK, in Cambodia, anywhere might be going through the exact same thing and thinking about it, and even thinking, some might be thinking about ending their lives because, yeah, they don't have who to tell, they don't know how to feel better. But sharing your story can make a difference. And the thing with, and what happens sometimes is the stigma that follows it, where this person was abused and this person came out and told the story, and then everybody be like, God forbid, God forbid what is Jehovah forbidding? That this person was hurt, that this thing happened to this person, and this person found the courage to say it out. holier than thou. Oh, it cannot be. It can never happen to me. It can never. You start pointing fingers and start making that person now regret coming out, saying anything. I beg, please, let's be gentle, let's be kind, let's be mindful of our words, our reactions. Think twice. In short, if 2 times is not enough, think and think and think. Keep thinking. Think about it. Think about it. Ponder over it. Yes, I'm not going to speak about it anymore. Maybe I'll continue next week. But yes, thank you so very much for sharing your story. If this resonates with you, you are not alone. You are not the problem. It's not your fault. It was never your fault. That person is sick in the head. No matter who that person is sick in the head. It is not your fault. If you haven't gone through it, but you've heard someone's story, you know something that has happened, be compassionate. Please do not silence people when they tell you their stories. Even if you haven't been through it, be compassionate, be kind about it, and do not look at them like they're now less than you. Yeah, don't do that. That is all the time that we have for today. Thank you so very much for listening to this episode. Sorry if I was emotional. There are some topics that I just want to tear some people. But I do feel for the right time. My heart goes out to you. I am sorry that you had to go through that. So, yes, I love you. Do not forget your mental health is a priority. Handle it like your life depends on it, because it does. I will talk to you again by the grace of God next week. I love you.